What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. Tyron Smith, of course, of Science. Okay, just to go over a recap. Who we've lost: Dante Fowler. Okay, some people might say not a big deal. Jalen Kearse has not been re-signed. Stephon Gilmore has not been re-signed. Durance Armstrong left for Washington, along with Dante Fowler, to join Dan Quinn. Tyler Biadasz is gone to Washington. We lost Tyron Smith to the Jets, which Tom Downey, a lot of people, including myself, feared would probably happen. Try to win a Super Bowl with Aaron Rodgers. So now we need 2 offensive line starters because you don't know about Brock Hoffman. He signed a 1-year deal with the Jets. We lost Leighton Vander Esch. Couldn't pass his physical, apparently. Michael Gallup was cut. He could come back. I don't know. He's a post-June 1 cut designated, so I guess nobody wanted to trade for him. So you lose a receiver and linebacker. We're already thin at linebacker, but hey. You know. Somebody talking about Ezekiel Elliott reunion. Nah. So this is Blogging the Boys. Here's who would start today in a game today. This is according to Blogging the Boys. Cowboys sports blog, it looks like. It's quarterback Dak Prescott. Running back Malik Davis. Tight end Jake Ferguson, of course. Receivers CeeDee Lamb, Brandon Cooks, and Jalen Tolbert. Left tackle Tyler Smith. Left guard TJ Bass. Center Brock Hoffman. Right guard Zach Martin. Right tackle Terrence Steele. Defensive ends Micah Parsons and DeMarcus Lawrence. Nose tackle Mozzie Smith, that's scary. D tackles Osa Odigizua and Chancey Golston. Linebackers Eric Kendricks and Damone Clark. Cornerbacks Diggs, Bland, and Lewis. Safeties Donovan Wilson and Malik Hooker. And of course, Brian Anger, Brandon Aubrey, and Trent Sieg. So that would be your starting lineup, not including depth chart and all that. That's your starting lineup, according to Blogging the Boys, which is accurate. And they say Tyler Smith, you know TJ Bass can play. Brock Hoffman, we saw him in limited action. But you know Tolbert now can play. You know Fergalicious, he can play. You know about Parsons and D-Law. You know about Zach Martin and Terrence Steele. Steele had off year, but that's hopefully a phenomenon. Odigizua and Chancey Golston, you know they're pretty good. Mozzie Smith, unknown. Kendricks, we don't know. Damone Clark, we do know. Had a rough year, but he's pretty good. Diggs, Bland, you know they're good, and you know Lewis is a good nickel. Hooker, you know he can play, and you know Wilson can play. So I'm not feeling too bad, except for nose tackle and center. And left guard, I'm not too bad with. It's really center because left tackle, we know Tyler Smith can play left tackle. But it's depth. Matt Walesko, do you trust him? Josh Ball, the kid we drafted out of North Carolina, ain't going to play left tackle. He's going to be a guard if he can even play guard. And the kid behind Ferguson out of Indiana, we know he can play. So backup tight end. And Schoonmaker, we know he can play. Behind Prescott, pretty sure Lance can play. Behind Malik Davis, Rico Dowdle, maybe. If he gets more snaps, he's better. Deuce Vaughn, I don't know. I like him, but I don't know. And Snoop Connor, I know nothing. I've seen nothing of him. So, Cooper Rush can play. Lance can play for the most part. So I'm not super duper worried, but I don't know. The only thing I'm concerned is if one of these offensive linemen has an injury, which TJ Bass had an injury before the season ended, if they're not ready to go by training camp and get cohesiveness and OTAs and all and get some rhythm, that could be a problem. Tyler Smith played left guard all last year. You can't keep switching back and forth, left guard, left tackle. You can't do it. He's not Zach Martin. There's very few players you can do that with. So they need to make a decision. Is Tyler Smith your left tackle of the future? If he is, I have no problem with that. I'm fine with that. Then you need to draft another guard, another tackle, swing tackle, in the later rounds, and draft a center in the first round, whoever that might be. You need to draft another corner. Another defensive end wouldn't hurt anywhere in the second round after. Linebackers, first round maybe. That might be a first round option. Safety, Cooper DeJean, if he's there, safety. Put him in there for depth. If you don't sign, and that's if you don't re-sign any of these other guys, still time to go. So, you could get Jalen Kearse back, which I'd be fine with. I like Jalen Kearse. He played very well for us. I have no problem with that. We could get somebody else that gets cut or something. There's going to be cuts and all made that's going to surprise you all throughout, even through the draft. So, plus undrafted free agents, we do pretty well with that for the most part. So, but they need to get Dak, decide what they're going to do with him. It's not fair to him or the team. If you're all in, you'd have been putting everything together you could to make this a Super Bowl team this year. Or is it a possibility you're all in on blowing this thing up for 2025? Because that's what it's looking like. With the moves or lack thereof that you've made, it's looking like you're all in on 2025. And you're going to do the same thing to Dak you did to Romo. So that's what irritates me with this team. But we'll see what happens, guys. Remember, like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. If you do all that, then once we hit 100, doing a free giveaway. Hat, whatever your team is, doesn't matter. Commanders, Eagles, whoever. There you go. So, if you win. So, anyway, love you guys. More videos coming at you. Getting busy, getting close to the draft. So, I got to start making some more draft content. So, I love you all. Peace out.